We're following breaking news out of New York, where the full jury and one alternate have been selected for former President Donald Trump's hush money trial. Two previously selected jurors were dismissed earlier today. One expressed doubt about her ability to be fair and impartial, and the other faced concerns about the accuracy of some of his responses. The former president was in the courtroom all day today, and so is our Robert Costa, who joins us now. Bob, now that the jury has been selected, what happens next?
We're looking at opening arguments potentially starting now in the coming days. Unlikely tomorrow, though possible, probably more like Monday. This jury is going to really be set and ready to go. This was a really chaotic day here at the courthouse. I'm just steps away from the courthouse, stepped away to have a conversation. And it stumbled backward and forward, Nicole. You had 12 jurors now at the end of the day, 7 men and 5 women. But this was a process that was chaotic because it started with 7 today, then went down to 5 after 2 were dismissed, now back up to 12 with the jury being seated. And it's a complicated process. Lawyers close to both the Trump legal team and the prosecution say this isn't surprising. But here we are. The judge, Juan Merchan, in this case, wants to move swiftly, and he's doing just that.
And what has the former president's demeanor been like in the courtroom?
The former president has been mostly muted today. He is expected to maybe make some comments after he leaves court in the coming hour. But he has been told by the judge to be quiet. He can't be muttering. He can't do anything that would in some way intimidate a witness or a potential witness.
Well, you talked about the significance of keeping quiet, yet prosecutors argue that Trump has violated his gag order multiple times. They're calling for him to be held in contempt. Is there anything else the judge can do at this point to stop the former president from speaking about this case?
At this point, there's going to be a hearing next week about the scope of Trump's gag order. We know that Trump is not allowed to talk about jurors in this case or post about them in any way. He's been told not to mutter about them in court, even the possible jurors. He is allowed to talk about the district attorney, Alvin Bragg, the main prosecutor in this case. He's also allowed to talk about the New York judge, Juan Merchan. You have Trump, though, continuing to rage about this case on social media, arguing that prosecutors are out of line, that this is not a crime in any way. And these statements are certainly on a political level, not a legal level, stoking the grievances of his supporters as he runs once again for the White House. And it's such an unusual moment right now in the presidential campaign. The Republican frontrunner, the candidate who's presumptively the nominee of one of the 2 major parties in this country, sitting in a courtroom about to face opening arguments as a jury comes together.
All right. Robert Costa following the latest developments for us out of Manhattan tonight. Thanks so much.